What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And it's the beginning of the month. I know, I can't believe it either.
Right, well, let's go.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with my list. And before we get on with the stats, of course, thank you so much to my patrons and channel members, who without none of this would be possible. So thank you so much, guys, for everything that you do. Yes, weird this, because we only recorded like 5-6 days ago or something. So the stats won't have changed an awful lot, but we're going to go through them anyway. So let's crack on with it. So 729 trophy level, 19,913 total trophies. So we're creeping up on that 20k milestone. It's actually, I realised something as well, because you know you made a joke on the last one saying go and touch grass, Jeffrey.
I never said that.
Well, I said that, but
did.
you made a point of not having a life. You've already got over 2,000, and if you think, yeah, you've got 2,000, I think, and then if you think that you don't play as much as I have, and you've got 2,000 in just the short space of time.
So really, what you're saying to me is
you need to touch grass as well.
No. What you're actually saying is you need to get good and stop being crap.
Yeah, I mean there's definitely skill issues in there as well.
There's clearly skill issue going on if I'm
catching me.
Yeah, when I don't care very much. So.
But yeah, we're getting on the how patronising. We're getting closer to 20k, 517 platinums, 3,411 gold, 4,523 silver, and 11,462 bronze. 586 games played, 494 games completed to 100%, completion 95.73%, which up until yesterday, I won't talk about this game really because I've started it in February, but up until yesterday it was as high as it's ever been. I was up to 95.82. Unearned trophies were down to 937 or something like that, which is the lowest that's been in a long time. But because I'm like new games, I'm like a junkie. I'm like, I just need a new game. I say I'm gonna go back to old ones and clean up backlog and unfinished stuff. And I'm just like,
you just did my head in yesterday.
I couldn't decide what to play. It's the first time I've been like that. I think Stellar Blade left a bit of a you know, when you've finished. I haven't said anything. We'll get onto that. But no, you know, when you've played such a good game and when you finish it almost leaves like a bit of a hole and you're like...
You said it wasn't even that good though, I don't get it. You said it was good, but...
I didn't.
If it wasn't for the combat, it wouldn't be good.
I never said that. But yeah, so we started a new game, but what? No, what I said was it's a phenomenal game, but I don't think... Like, people were talking about it being up there with, like, Rebirth and some of the other stuff from last year. And I don't think it was quite there, but it was certainly just underneath. So, yeah, 958 unearned trophies, 5.33 trophies a day, just over 13,000 views now. And we've got some world and country ranks, which are spiralling down, which is all good.
It means 678th in the country.
Yeah, I think
not bad, is it?
The highest I got to was just over 400th when I was pure sweating it and I was playing grub after grub. But yeah, you know, like I keep saying, we don't do that anymore. So let's crack on with January then. So we started the month with Resident Evil 7. I think I was playing it back end of December and then I just happened to finish it in January. So as part of cleaning up my list, I went back because I only had Madhouse difficulty to do whilst collecting the coins that only appear on that difficulty. I left it after playing it, as you can see there, 7 years ago because it scares the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I even had a nightmare the other day of Jack Baker chasing me, and I woke up screaming a little bit.
I had to wake you up.
Honestly, see the problem is like my dreams are so vivid, like it felt real. It felt real. Jack Baker chasing you. It's not good, is it? It's not. But Madhouse was brilliant. Thank God for the circular saw because it made Madhouse a doddle. There's a couple of little moments where there were some tricky fights. Those big blob things in the barn place, I think. I can't remember the name of the location, but it's just before you do the section. I forget his name. What's the son called? You haven't played him. That's how much I enjoyed it. I don't know his name. But yeah, there's a section where there's these two big bloater things, and you can't really use the circular.
Can't use bloater. Surely that's copyright.
They've got a proper name. It's the big moulded bloater, spewing, spitting people. So you can't use the circular saw because they'll just drown you in all of their.
Drown you.
Drown you in. Drowned you, yeah. You're drowned in. So
wow.
yeah, you had to move around, use your weapons, things like that, which wasn't ideal. But yeah, a couple of awkward. The Jacks fight in the boat house took a couple of attempts, but other than that, it was.
Babe, it's a little girl. Babe, don't like a little girl. Babe,
Yeah.
little girl's here. Babe, help, little girl.
Honestly, she was just scaring the life out of me. But no, I'm not. I know I make jokes about it. I'm not like a massive scaredy cat, but they do have me on edge a little bit. They do.
You were scared of the little girl.
Yeah, she's freaky. But we got it done. I think I'll leave the DLC for a little while because there's some really tricky stuff in there, and I just wasn't prepared for any more Resident Evil. I was like, right, I've got the platinum, get out of there. Hell Let Loose, just a couple of clean-up-y trophies. I jump in every now and again and do a couple of matches because it's just so long-winded. The matches are like 30 minutes and an hour and a half long.
Multiplayer. It looks from here. It looks like it's Skull and Crossbones. I think we've had this conversation before, but it means multiplayer, right?
Yeah, it's just.
Oh no, it means somebody else is playing at the minute.
There's like an active session where people might be boosting. The game is a lot easier now, so if anyone is playing it, and see the problem you had before, it was like play 5 matches on Foy, play 5 matches on Carrington or whatever it's called. I'm probably making I'm absolutely butchering the names. Mortain and all this stuff. So you jump into a game and it was just never the maps that you needed, but now there's a section where it's just got loads of different servers and the maps are just kind of constantly running, so you can just dip into the levels that you need. And some of them have got 0 players in, so you can just enter. Say I was on like 2 of 5 playing on Omaha Beach, let's say. I can just join a 0 players lobby, go and capture the objective, win the match. So you can get quite fortunate now with them, which is why I've been jumping back in. But to a proper game, like one that I'd started completely fresh, Sleeping Dogs, which James had been mentioning for many years for me to play.
Sleeping Dogs, Jeff, Sleeping Dogs.
Every day.
Bogs.
Sleeping Dogs. I'd wake up every day and there'd be a message from James, played Sleeping Dogs yet?
And your response was always, playing Final Fantasy yet?
Yeah, pretty much. So it was an absolute steal. It was £3.99 and I regret nothing. It was worth every penny. I'd have paid 10 times that amount. It was a really, really solid game. Yeah, literally no complaints. Great story. I love games which has a vehicle anyway. I've always been a fan of, like Grand Theft Auto. I enjoy Watch Dogs and things just because I love having cars in games as the mode of transport. But
no walking sims here.
No walking. I don't mind a walking sim, but yeah, I do like that particular style of game. And yeah, the combat was what wins it for me with this one. Similar to like Stellar Blade, which we'll come to. The combat is brilliant. So very much like Spider-Man and stuff, where you've got crowds of enemies.
Okay.
Spider-Man might get his little spidey sense to say that someone's going to attack you.
Yeah.
You get that with Sleeping Dogs, where someone would like flicker red or something it is, and you can press a button to guard, and you're just fighting loads of people. But the animation.
Flick a red.
Flicker, like flicker. Not flick.
Oh. I was like a little bit concerned about what the flicking. That's right.
Yeah, not that kind of flicking. Maybe later. But yeah, so they'll flicker red. Don't pull faces.
Doesn't even make sense.
So and the combat's really good. The animations are super cool. You can use the environment and things. So you might be fighting in an alleyway where it's got fans and there might be bins and all these kind of things, and you can like crush people's heads off it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. Wei Shen was pretty cool. I like the ID undercover cop taking down the triads. Yeah, pretty good. Very glad I played it. And the DLC, although very weird, especially the first one. Which had like demons running around Hong Kong and things like that. Yeah, very strange, but I enjoyed it, chasing after Smiley Cat. But yeah, overall, really, really solid game. Glad I played it. Nioh 2, again, just jumping on with the boys when I can. Me, Gibbs and Paul. Just playing the DLC now, got the platinum a while back. 8 months and 3 weeks ago specifically. But we're just doing the...
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
That's how long it took you to get it. It wasn't how long ago you did get it.
Oh, of course it is. I'm just on pure. You can tell I haven't had a lot of sleep. Although it probably was about 8 months ago. I'm trying to remember when we got it done. I could easily click into it, but yeah, it was a few months ago, wasn't it? But yeah, you are absolutely right. I got the platinum in 8 months. Yep. It wasn't 8 months, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, schoolboy error. But yeah, great game. Just doing we're on the second DLC now. We've done the first one. But yeah, just when we can, we kind of jump in. Power Rangers, which is annoying me a little bit at the moment. So for anyone that hasn't played this is like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
I'm combining the songs in my head. My Team Morphin Power Rangers, and then I go Heroes in a Half Shell. And I'm like, my brain.
Yeah. Two things I absolutely loved growing up. So when I seen that, obviously when Turtles came out, I was buzzing, and then my mate Gary, who's been kind enough to lend me his account details to play like Astrobot and Outlaws, and now this. Would have been high in life as well, but we're getting that for free, which is cool. And then I'm going to play Black Myth Wukong too.
I mean, you still haven't let me use it to play on Astrobot?
I've offered it loads, and you're like, do you know what? I've seen you play that much of it now. I don't even think I'm not bothered, but you definitely do need to play it.
It's your fault.
Don't blame me. But yeah, it's just the same side scroller, beat 'em up. All I've got left is doing the game on hard and then doing the game on headache difficulty. I think hard you've got 5 continues to do the whole thing. Headache you've got 1. But the problem we're having is there's a known issue at the moment where you can't play online. Apparently PlayStation is okay, and it's just like Steam and other stuff where they're having network issues, but me and Gary just can't get together. Yeah. We do invites, it just comes up with a network error. So it's very difficult to do on your own, so it's either going to be when that gets fixed we'll do it, or maybe when Paul comes over, the couch co-op works fine, maybe I'll get Paul to like jump in with me and I'll try it. And then I've got a bit of a glitch trophy, and you've got to defeat the Green Ranger on one of the levels without getting hit. I've done it 10 times now and it just hasn't popped. I've checked a video because you can block, so they're still connecting with you when you're blocking, but it doesn't take damage, and I was thinking, is that counting as a hit? But I've watched a video guide and they do the same thing, it just doesn't work. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I started this, which has now dropped my uncompleted games because I can't get it done, but some people have got it, 11.5%. So yeah, Stellar Blade, another platinum from January. Obviously you guys have just seen my post about it, so you know how I feel. I mean, there's 2 great things about it, first of all. But yeah, other than looking like Stan's dad for most of my playthrough, you don't get that. No. I'm sure it's Stan's dad. I'll pop a picture on screen. I'll show you later. No, it's a brilliant game. Yeah, very solid story. I don't think.
You literally said the opposite of that.
No,
yes, you did. You said.
Have you read my review?
No, but you said verbally to me. You said the story's not even that good. If it wasn't for the combat, it wouldn't even be a good game.
I never said that.
If it wasn't for the combat and the fact that they've done well to think about the character, it wouldn't actually be a good game.
So it's a solid story. The music's stunning, great visuals. But yeah, similar to great visuals. Yeah, I know what everyone's thinking, but genuinely the graphics are superb. But it is similar to like Sleeping Dogs combat again, is what takes the win for me. Yeah, I really enjoyed how they've fused loads of different, because they've taken like the parry system from like Sekiro, for example, and little bits from others. It's just really cool, the fighting. So yeah, really glad I got to play it.
Welcome.
I don't say so much, thank you. Rise of the Tomb Raider. So this is one that I've gone back to as part of the clean-up, like I did with Resident Evil. I'd left this for many years. Because as you guys have probably heard me say loads, I had a glitch trophy on this one for completing all challenges. So on my original save, I got the trophy for getting 100%, but not the one for doing all challenges, and all challenges are part of the 100%, so it didn't really make sense. It is a known issue. I can't remember if I was really using PSMP at the time, but had I been using PSMP I would have seen, because this time when I've looked at it, it does say back up your save file, it's known to glitch and not pop for everybody. So I did make sure I uploaded my save, but thankfully it just popped straight away. Do all the challenges as I went through the story on Survivor, and then you unlock Syria again, which is the very first area. So there's a challenge there to do, but you can't go back to it until you've completed the story. So I went back, shut all the things down, and yeah, done and dusted. And then, so yeah, it's just the score attacks on Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I will be doing.
So have you done some of the DLC then? Already, even though you've not got the Platinum? Rise of the Tomb Raider, just because that's a lot of trophies.
Yes. So this game, I'll quickly bring this one up. It's got, so as we go down, you'll be able to see the ones that are missing. So it's just like the score attack stuffs, and then there's one for doing levels without taking damage, which you'll get whilst replaying it and doing the score attacks. So there's one here, endurance. It's quite a cool thing. You just dropped into an area and you can go hunting and find collectibles and do stuff. But you've got, if I remember rightly, you've got live kind of, what's the right term for it? Basically, she can freeze and stuff. So you've got to find fire to warm up.
Oh, okay. So it's like a proper Survivor.
It's got pure survival elements to it, and when you're ready to, you can like call in a helicopter. I think, do you call it in, or does it just appear at the beginning of each day or something, and then when you're ready you escape? Right. But there's all sorts of things that can kill you, so I need to go in and do some of these. So there, escape the forest after surviving 10 days with at least 10 relics, things like that. There's a DLC for the Baba Yaga, which I went and did. See, with this, it's actually integrated into the main game.
Oh, that's okay then.
So when you get to one of the areas, it actually comes up and says the Baba Yaga trials are here. So I just went in and did that.
Fair enough.
This is the one you see me doing the other day, called Darkness, which has got those weird zombies walking around. I said it was quite freaky for Tomb Raider. Finished that off. And then there's a Croft Manor DLC, which I remember being very easy.
A lot of DLC.
Yeah.
Co-op challenge.
And this is the same as the one I said where you dropped into the forest, the survival, where you play with somebody. It's got a...
Who've you been playing with?
I played with Gibbs a few years ago. I mean, look at the dates on them. I played with Gibbs a few years ago, and I know Craig said he would drop in and help me get this one. Escape the forest for 5 medium or large artifacts. But it was quite good, so... They dropped, and large artifacts, yeah. They dropped it, so I think it's just behind me, yeah, somewhere. But the anniversary edition, something or another, gave you all of this DLC with the cost. So it was actually a pretty good package altogether. And then finishing things off with, we've been waiting for this one for a while, Gotham Knights. Love to see it, love to see it.
61%?
Yeah, we're absolutely flying now. We've gone from being like, I can't even remember what it was on, 20 odd 30% as of quite recent, and then we've had a couple of sessions where we've now boxed off the story, a load of miscellaneous stuff, killing certain types of enemies, haven't we? We did some DLC where you fight all of the bosses again, so you'll fight like Clayface, Harley, Mr. Freeze, Talia, stuff like that, but in a super duper
really
hard mode kind of thing.
Smashed it.
And even on some of them, our gear score was a little lower than the recommended. The fight did take quite long. We were very spongy.
It definitely helps sitting in the same room though.
Yeah.
So I'm there going up, 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 up. Like when
Mr. Freeze
like sends out like a shock wave of freeze across the floor, and you have to go up, and I'm like up, 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 because I was watching that part. It was like, right, they're getting me, you go. Right now they're getting me, you go. It definitely helps sitting. But we can't do that because we may or may not have broken a PlayStation.
Yeah, which is why we look at, we weren't going to say, but this is why we look a bit darker for anyone who's watching. So normally I put YouTube on the TV.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a light bar, I put YouTube on the TV and I find a 24-hour white screen video to sort of brighten us up. But something's happened with the PlayStation, which we'll talk about another time. But just with the big light on, there was just like half of our face was shaded and it looked horrendous. So we've just turned that off, put the lamp on, bit of mood lighting, just nice and relaxed today.
So Jeffrey's going to have to use my PlayStation whilst I'm at work tomorrow until his new one comes.
Yes. I mean, I was needing one anyway,
yeah,
wasn't
it kept turning off.
I've had some overheating problems for a while. I've cleaned it multiple times, and I'm now at the point where I have to play with it without the plates on, top and bottom. Because
but
it
now it's broke.
Now it's broke.
It turns on. The fan doesn't work.
So yeah, we'll be getting a new one, which is probably a good thing. So I did want to do more streams, but it's put me off doing it because I was worried that
turns off.
I'd be in the middle of a game and then the stream would just cut because my PlayStation would shut off. But yeah, so that's my list. I can't wait to talk about Under the Waves next time because it's super chill. And yeah, let's move over to Becky's list.
Well, here we are, and we genuinely don't have very much to talk about this month.
We always say that, and then we have a good waffle
actually, there is not anything really to talk about.
Well,
we've talked about Gotham Knights with yours, so I think I've got one.
No, there's a couple there.
Okay.
I mean, you only had 2 games last month, and there's certainly more than 2. Just.
Okay, so trophy level 314, 2,067 trophies, 46 platinums, 300 gold. Look at that.
You need to touch grass, you.
445 silver. It's horrible that saying, by the way.
You don't like it?
No. I feel like it's like...
A bit like moist, where it just freaks you out a little bit.
No, it's just meant to be really offensive. I feel like it's meant to be really offensive,
Really?
like in a really derogatory manner.
No, just
don't like it.
telling people to get outside.
Don't like it. And 1,276 bronze. So 77 games played, 44 completed. Liking my round numbers.
I like it.
73% completion.
I love it.
826
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yeah, so not much to talk about. Here we go.
Bringing us down to Control.
Don't know why I couldn't think in my head where I'm meant to be. Control!
That's why I said Control.
So, I started this when you had Gibbs and Paul over. Couldn't concentrate. It was freaking me out with the headset on. The janitor suddenly appearing and talking to himself scared me. So,
We're both just scared of cats, aren't we?
Restarted again. Enjoying it, to be fair. Just getting used to the mechanics, I guess. But I do need to go back into it sooner rather than later, so I don't leave it too long.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, seems good what I've played so far, but I haven't played very much of it.
It does get a lot better. Obviously, the story's really confusing at times.
Yeah.
But once you start unlocking more abilities and things, like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Word search, just chipping away at it. We've been doing a bit of multiplayer on it. Just going to start chipping away, really, aren't I?
Well, I didn't realise you could do it multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I think every now and again I'll just dip in and help you because you can get through them so much quicker.
I love word searches. It's just...
All we do is you start from the words at the top, I was starting from the ones at the bottom, and we're just...
And we're having a race as to who could get the most.
Yeah, and it's just making it a bit more interesting, isn't it? Just to try and get some of these games over the line for you.
I mean, bear in mind, each word search takes less than 5 minutes a time.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes under 4.
Couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't take too long.
So, yeah. So, literally, there's 33 trophies in total. And I think I've only got, like, finishing each of the things left to do, haven't I? There's just that many word searches.
Yeah, there's a couple of miscellaneous ones where it's like find all the smallest words.
We've done that.
First. Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, like, there's not many miscellaneous. Somewhere it's like find all diagonal words first. But after that, it's just a case of completing each of the categories.
And there's a lot of categories.
Yeah, there's 300 and something word searches, and you've done like 30 odd or 40 odd. I mean, that's a long time. 18 hours of word searches is a lot, to be fair. Yeah. If it takes you that long.
And then we've got 2 Point Campus, which I'm absolutely loving at the minute. And if Jeffrey's PlayStation was working, that is what I would be going to do after recording this video. But
you can do.
Sad.
Well, to be fair, I'm going to be editing this video,
This is true.
so you can go and play 2 Point Campus, and then once I'm done, see what time it is, and then we might do some word searches.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying 2 Point Campus. It's definitely a lot easier for the trophy wise than 2 Point Hospital.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's easy to get the stars, I think, as well. which makes it like you want to play it more because the stars come a lot quicker and easier.
Yeah.
Whereas when the stars take too long and it's just not happening, it's very frustrating. But I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And there's obviously there's 2 other games there, but I know I kind of skipped past Gotham Knights just because we did chat about it, didn't we? But there is 2 other games you did play a little bit in January, but you've just popped trophies in the last day or 2.
Epic Mickey I didn't play in January.
Did you not? Or was it just...
No, I just started it yesterday again.
Oh, I thought it was at the back end where you got back into it.
No, I played it once. That was yesterday. I did one full playthrough again in just yesterday.
Of course, it was while I was at work. You went back on, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
makes sense. But your coffee talk, you started at the end of... It was because everyone was talking about it, weren't they? In the monthly, you were like, I want to try
Do you know what?
this.
I'm really enjoying it as well. It's dead chill. Really chill.
Yeah. No, good
But
stuff.
That's it. Let's be done.
Nice and chill. No platinum since November, so we're going to try and change that in February.
So we're focusing on Life is Strange to Exposure, Epic Mickey, Coffee Talk, there's 3.
Yeah. Whilst doing a load of word searches.
Yeah. And just doing 2 point because I enjoy it.
Let's see what happens. So let's aim for 3 platinums then for February and see if we can get
3 platinums in February.
Oh yeah. I think you could do the 3 that you've spoke about. I mean, like you say, Coffee Talk doesn't take long. Life is Strange just requires another playthrough, which is not that long really.
No. And Epic Mickey only requires another playthrough, which I did in 1 day. Yeah. But I just need to be smart about the bits. I know what I missed. I know how I managed to mess up the playthrough that I just did because I could have, should have, would have had another trophy on it, and it was the full health containers up to the max.
Right.
And I know what I've done. I know how I messed up, so I'll just make sure that when I play this next playthrough, I think about that, because then there's less. I don't, obviously, without giving stuff away, you play a good playthrough and a bad playthrough, and as the good one, you've got extra things to do. Yeah. Whereas when you do the bad one, you don't do those extra things because that's the point. So instead of doing those extra things, I'll focus on the bits to get the heart containers.
Yeah. And
then the other one will come naturally with the bad playthrough anyway.
Yeah.
So 2 of them are for just doing the bad playthrough, and then one of them is the only one I've got left is literally I just need to make sure that I do X, Y, and Z, and I'll get the heart container. It all has to be done before before the point of no return. If you don't get it done, you don't have it up to full capacity when you go to that point. Yeah. That's it. You can't get it.
Okay.
And then I'd have to play it again.
Right.
And you have to start fresh. You can't just do it, so that's just annoying.
And also, speaking of the platinums, there's a chance we could get Gotham Knights finished with another session or 2, because once we've got some collectibles to do in the main game whilst doing 250 crimes. Once that's done, we just need to race through the story again, just doing the main case files, and there's only 8 of them. Yeah. They don't take very long when you're just doing the main mission. And the reason we have to go back through is, if I remember rightly, only so many man-bats spawn.
Yes.
So you have to go into New Game Plus, and then it's getting to level 40, I think it is.
Yes.
Which unlocks a New Game Plus. You can only get to level 30 in your first playthrough.
Yeah.
So we'll just race through it, get to level 40, kill more man-bats, and that'll be the platinum.
Oh, you steal all the kills, and then I never have the trophies.
We're on exactly the same amount, I think. Cheeky. Right, so that was Becky's list, everyone. We're going to go over some platinums in February, but yeah, let's move on with the monthly platinum collection.
So here we are, the best part of the video, the bit you've all been waiting for. Your guys' monthly collection. I don't know what's going on. I'm overtired. I feel like I need to be, in a wrestling ring when they pull down that mic, and when is it Lola Bunny or Bugs Bunny that does it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Or somebody does it. It might not even be either of them, but it's on in the at the microphone. It's like, in the red corner. I feel like I should be one of those people.
The guy's name's just gone from my head, but the guy who does the "Let's get ready to rumble."
Let's get ready to rumble. I really feel like that's my calling.
Is it?
I think
you're definitely loud enough for that.
The amount of children in my school that turn around, Miss, you're the loudest person in this school. All you ever do is shout, Miss. My class are like, no, she doesn't. She just gets excited. Oh.
I love it.
Anyway, sorry. Here we are, back to you guys. So, kicking us off, we've got Platinum Ginger here, who has got his own little YouTube channel as well. So, take yourself over there. And why are you looking at me like that?
No, just having a listen. Just I like looking at you. Is that all right?
So yeah, if anyone's able to go and have a look, gander and see what they're doing on there, maybe drop them a like, follow, subscribe,
cheeky,
whatever it is. Little cheeky bit of them. All the support. It's what this place is for. It's what the server's all about. Encouragement. But no, seriously though, we understand how much support is appreciated, and so if anyone's able to go and give it a little look-see, that would be great. So anyway, got 3 platinums. Really happy with this so far. Probably the most platinums I've gotten in a single month in a while. Just need to finish the Mortal Shell DLC. On track for 25 plats this year. Hopefully Doom will happen in the next couple of weeks. And House Flipper is something the missus has been working on, so hopefully she will have that done soon too. Congrats to everyone on their plats. Keep up the great work.
Fantastic. Love that, Ginge.
The mortuary assistant, Jak and Daxter, Mortal Shell. Nice.
No, very good. Nice. Love that. Great little month to kick things off. So we've got McCann up next. Congratulations to everyone on all your January efforts. A bit of a slow start to the year for me with only the 1 plat for January, which was plat 59, Shenmue 3. Amazing game. I bloody loved every minute, from its peaceful and relaxing soundtrack, gorgeous environments and various mini-games, activities. I consistently found myself getting lost in the world, taking it all in at my own pace and not feeling rushed to continue the main story, but to instead spend an entire in-game day fishing, practicing kung fu at one of the nearby temples, or trying my luck at a game of Lucky Hit, which is oddly satisfying. I'd highly recommend to anyone who was able to get past its shocking VA dialogue and somewhat clunky controls. I want more, I need more. Let's go. Shenmue 4. Love that. Very nice, McCann.
Nice. Jackal Broker. Got some new names going in here, or at least I don't recognise them.
Yeah, I think Jacko's posted before, but yeah, it's not a name we see too often, so it's always good nice. When we see newer names popping up.
So 7 plats, 100%'s been stuck in the house for 2 weeks thanks to a snowstorm. Wow, where are you? Let us know, because what?
Snowstorm, I wish we'd get one of them so we didn't have to leave.
I know, me too. Yeah, that made sense. Sorry, I'm just checking. My brain's not braining. Still poorly sick. Nasty calf.
Yeah, we've both been really struggling the last couple of days. That's what I know. They're probably like, here she goes again. Everyone's like, he promised us trophy list reviews. He did 3 in a row, and now we've had no more. Thinks he can get away with it. Yeah, I've had man flu. So any more of this, we can only apologise, guys. But we weren't leaving the monthly any longer. We were determined to get it out. Yeah. So
anyway, back to Jack and Rock. So, starting off the new year, got Persona 4 dancing. It was a fun story, it was good. The rhythm game portion of it was okay. Definitely better than Persona 3, 5 dancing.
3 and 5 dancing.
86, I went back and 100% of Fate Samurai Remnant since the DLC was on sale still as fun as I remember from a year ago. 87 went and clean up until dawn from the backlog. It was a fun horror game from my first one. Hate having to restart entire chapters when I mess up. 1
QTE.
What does that mean?
Have a guess.
I don't know. Quick time event.
Yes. See, if I'd have just told you, I love it.
But overall was a fun and had great characters. 88 went and finished Astrobot. I'll get back to the speedrun trophies at a later date. But overall, loved the game. I hate the Great Master Challenge, but it was cute nonetheless. 89, the quintessential quintuplets memories of quintessential summer. Excuse me, what? This was a cute visual novel with some sim elements. Glad it finally went on sale. 90, Fairy Tail 2. Wasn't expecting this game to ever come out, but it was really fun, way better than the original. Wish they had stuck to the turn-based system, but the art and the way they finished out the anime made up for it. For it, hope to see the other PC games come to PlayStation. And then 91, Persona 3 dancing. Like I said, for Persona 4 dancing, teeth back in. These games were fun. Wish this one had a little bit more of a story than just dancing. Don't question it, but it was good nonetheless.
Very, very nice.
Lovely.
Love that. Great month. So we've got Squirrel Ruler up next. Not a huge report for me. Most of December, January was spent getting to Paragon 300 in Diablo 4 to get that back to 100%. Only new one was number 222, The Walking Dead, the final season. Finally finished up the last game for the series. It was pretty good, pretty standard Telltale Games stuff. New type of trophy list, which was a bit more involved than they usually are. Good stuff though. I like it.
Lovely.
Very nice indeed.
Then we're on to Dave. Just one for me, Shadow Gambit, Platinum 205. Very dirty platinum this one, but not a shovelware. Does that mean?
It's just another word for a grub, like a sweaty platinum, a grubby, a shovelware.
Currently on premium as a 2-hour trial. You need a USB keyboard type in this. This is not supported to pop up on a dev menu and pop the trophies. Plat as a plat, a total growth of 0.03%.
Love to see it, Dave. Love to see it. So we've got Amy up next. Right, so just one platinum for me this month as I've been busy with work and also starting to work on assignments for uni as well as a secret writing project. So we've got Platinum 35 with Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons remake. Played this with James over 2 days as our co-op game and I really enjoyed it. A very unique style of gameplay with a story that got me feeling all emotional. It just sucks that by playing it in co-op mode, only one of you can get the trophies. Thank God James had already platinumed it. I've now played all games directed by Joseph Fares so far. Bring on Split Fiction in March.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, we can't wait for that.
I mean, I want to play this remake anyway. I loved the original game.
Yeah, me too. And we'll just play it twice because it is that cool, isn't it? It is that good. So we'll do it on yours, do it on mine. But
You've got one.
Yeah, when I've got a PlayStation to do it on. I'm literally, once the video's done, I'm going to boot it up with no fan in it to upload all of my saved data, either to the cloud or a hard drive.
So basically, we were trying to unclip the fan.
It needed a clean. It was very because I've been playing it without the plates on. The amount of dust that's got inside it.
Tried to unclip the fan, and I thought, look at me, I've done it. No, I pulled out the whole thing that connects to the motherboard. So that was my bad.
Yeah.
It needed a new one anyway. So
yeah,
that's
how we're gonna look.
I'm trying to stay positive and not go and cry in a corner that I broke a £500 PlayStation. But you know, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Anyway, yes. Sorry. Back to Amy. But yes, great game, the original. So I'm really looking forward to playing it again. Yeah. To be honest, anyway, and yes, Split Fiction. We've already decided which one we're gonna be.
Yeah, you're going with.
I want to be the. Oh my gosh, you're going to be sci-fi and I'm going to be fantasy.
Yeah, but as we said on the previous videos when we've spoke about it, it's literally my two favourite genres blended together, and how good It Takes Two was, and sort of the imagination behind that. I can only imagine how good this is going to be. Joseph Fares, genius. Love the guy. So my goal for February is to finally platinum Disney Dreamlight Valley. I'm one trophy away and I can almost taste that shiny platinum. Ooh, has she got it yet? I wonder
what February's review is going to bring.
Has she got it yet? Only time will tell. But yeah, great work on it, Amy. Well done to everyone on another amazing month. Fantastic, love that.
Then we are on to Wes. Hey, new month, new games. It's been a great month for me, if I have to say so myself. So Dark Souls 3, man, this is it. An absolute masterpiece, no doubt about it. I loved every single second from this game. It's also, in my opinion, the easiest Dark Souls from the 3 games. I should have played this sooner. As for the 2 DLCs, man, they were great. From its areas to its bosses, and the DLCs hold 2 of my favourite DS bosses so far, Sister Freed and Slave Knight Gale. Gale is probably the best boss I fought from any game I played. This technically marks the end of my Dark Souls journey, but I'll still do the other 4 games from Demon Souls to Elden Ring. Nice. Metro Awakening. This could have been 2 months ago, yet one glitchy trophy finally got fixed. I did a total of 12 runs before this fix, as it was still possible but glitchy, yet it never popped for me. Now I did the exact same as all my other runs, and guess what? It popped. Don't get me wrong, the game is good, the trophy just ruined it for me. Anyway, Metro franchise recomplete.
Nice.
Demon Souls, what to say? Well, I pretty much enjoyed 25% of this game, while I absolutely despised the other 75%. Like, come on, what is that half-finished boss you all you call man-eaters. Clunky AI and the back falls of the map half of the time. Oh my gosh, all the words are blending together. I do apologise. Making them fly for a few light years before landing. Oh, one is not enough. No, let's add a second man-eater. Yes, that must be the best thing ever. Rubbish fight. Apart from those backer man-eaters, the other bosses are at least a bit better. Then we have some bloody run-backs. Looking at you, old hero. Having such a garbage run-back with 0 shortcuts. I'm glad the guy was cheesable. At least Flame Lurker is a skill-based fight which requires no gimmicky BS. Long story short, flip this game. It's been a long time since I really despised a game. Grats Demon Souls. And then Bloodborne is
Work
up.
in progress. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, sorry. I got a bit excited. I see his frustration with the man-eaters. It was a bit of an annoying... You're on like a high as hell that walkway and you can easily get pushed off and things, and the kind of it's a bit annoying. I understand that, but I love how he's like, I'm not going to make a game much anymore. I'm starting to learn to play the guitar, and then just pops this out. But to be fair, he's that goated. He's probably learning guitar
and play at the same time.
And play Demon Souls somehow. But
very nice.
Bloodborne's unreal. Love that. Very well done, Wes. So we've got James up next. So after Jeff uploaded December's monthly, what felt like yesterday, it's time to do January's monthly. Only a milestone and 100% this month, so 150th plat.
Nice.
Well done on the milestone,
and
James.
It's a nice game.
Yeah, good one for that as well. LA Noire, one of my favourite games of all time. Just had to make this my 150th. And then Goat Simulator 3 Multiverse of Nonsense DLC. I don't know what to say about this. You're just a goat doing dumb stuff. Looking forward to starting Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth this weekend. Another great month from everyone, as always.
Nice.
Very nice as always, James. Love that.
Here he is.
He's back.
I can see the basketball.
At least he hasn't started it off with like Skibbity Riz or High or...
No, why? You've just done it. That's what he wanted. You've just given in.
Giving him exactly what he wanted.
Prepare your vocal cords. It's time for the good old roast section. Let's get right into it. That's what she said. Did she though? Anyway, so hidden pussies in New York.
Really? Wow.
It's finding cats in New York and surprised it was for a badge.
Couldn't just put hidden cats in New York. He's never seen one in real life, so he has to try and get that fix.
That's how he also doesn't know what that a girl would say. Let's get right into it. I'm very rattly, sorry. What's this? 13?
Yeah.
Really fun spy shooter. By the way, we need more spy games. Start the petitions. And again, surprise, surprise. Guess what we did? I'm going to let you take for a moment to think. Maybe insert the Jeopardy theme while we wait. The answer is we cheesed it, so we didn't have to do another playthrough on a hard difficulty.
Of course you cheesed it.
Then we've got Dirt 5, fairly fun racing game, plus 100% isn't much of a pain. Cough cough, totally didn't crash out at it. Cough cough. It's no WRC, but I respect it for what it is. World Rally Champion.
Certainly is, yeah.
Then we've got Control. Time to get controversial.
Interesting.
I didn't really think this was that great. It was an alright story, nothing to write home about, nothing too grinding, but by God, the navigation stinks to high hell. I thought that the worst game for navigation was Jedi Fallen Order, but this beats that by a mile. Maybe it's games with ginger protagonists that are all just naturally garbage.
Wow, what a joke of a man.
Star Wars The Clone Wars. For a PS2 game, this was actually fairly fleshed out. Didn't overstay its welcome, but wasn't too short. A little clunky, but it's a PS2 game, what can you do? Bonus objectives were a tad stressful, mainly because I thought my game had bugged.
Go down.
Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 turbocharged. Bloody hell, this is how you make a sequel. Kept all the good parts of Hot Wheels Unleashed and got rid of the rubbish gears and coins grind. The weird treasure hunt car thing being RNG was probably the most annoying part, but RNG is just annoying overall. All 5 of these were the 5 plats in a week badge. Wow, doing all this for a badge, who would have thought? Don't do anything else. Then we've got Thank Goodness You're Here. Just I have no words for this game. If you like the north of England, weird British humour and just all round batshit crazy gaming, this is a game. One of those games where you have to follow a guide because 90% of the trophies are considered missable. God went through... Why is God doing it? Why did God do it for you? Went through all the pet peeves this month. Online, cheesing, missables, RNG. God went through all them for him.
Wow.
Personal connections to God.
He loves it.
Anyway, I've gone on far too long. Great month as always.
You're dying.
Yeah. I can feel my chest
I can
rattling.
feel my throat as well. Like, as you were talking, I'm like, oh no, this isn't good. No, very well done, Josh. Love that.
Nice.
I'd say before we move on, I know what he means with controls map. I'll agree with that. I don't agree with much Josh says, but, but yeah, the maps, it's not the greatest. It's a bit of a tough one. So we've got Stacey up next, just the one platinum this month, WRC 3 PS Vita, working my way through the next one. Yeah, very nice. Would you like me to do this one as well, just because that was ever so short? So up next we've got some random pleb. Do you know who he is? Some random pleb. Fun little month for me, 8 platinums in total. Lots of repeat playthroughs seem to be the theme. Quintessential quintuplets. Visual novel based on a guilty pleasure anime. I had fun, but it did get repetitive, needing to play through 7 times.
Wow.
Bloody hell. Sly 2, my personal favourite Sly game. Not much to say, but I love the new trophy list. We Were Here, fun co-op puzzle game that I shared with Jen. Celeste, an amazing platformer and a beautiful game about depression and self-doubt. Without assist mode, the game would be a 10 out of 10 difficulty though. We've got Erica, a point and click FMV game, fully live action, fun, full little story, a bit repetitive a game. Has had to do 5 playthroughs for the platinum. Wowza. After Us, puzzle platformer where you restore the natural beauty of a world destroyed by humanity. Chose this at random to complete one of the Full House squares after playing Celeste and Erica. Resident Evil 2, my first proper Resident Evil experience, and I had a great time. Leon is a badass and the gunplay was strong. Did it because it was Leaving Plus. Yeah, it's probably my favourite RE2 remake, but I'm yet to play 4, so it could potentially change. We've got Jack X, I remember.
Sorry, I've just knocked my cord.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I remember liking this game as a kid, and it filled in one of the spots for Full House. There was one specific race that peed me off to no end, as physics just seemed to stop working on it. Happy hunting in Feb. Yeah, very nice month. Some random pleb, love that. Very, very good.
Who's that?
Stephen.
Thank you.
It's always the purple.
It's hurting my eyes.
Yeah, the purple's always difficult to pick up on the computer, isn't it?
Hope everyone had a lovely start to the new year. Been a good month for me overall. Final Fantasy 3, my newfound addiction continues. Story was great, and I must say this has to be the game that certified my addiction to the series.
Great series ever.
God of War OG, finally started playing the OG trilogy. Enjoyable for the most part. Can't wait to start the second game somewhat soon. Ghost of Tsushima, what a game. Easy in my top 15. Combat was amazing. With a great story, can highly recommend to anyone. We'll be jumping into the DLC in a few weeks. Then 100% in Destiny 2. Went back and finally cleaned up a trophy that should have popped all the way back in July. However, under description and lack of updates from Bungie.
Yeah.
Made it so that you couldn't acquire a specific trophy unless you've played a specific DLC. Done and forever uninstalled. And I'm looking at my Roman numerals like Final Fantasy 4.
Yep.
My current favourite FF so far. Very enjoyable story with a nice set of characters that had their own unique play style. I've been thinking about taking a break from the Pixel remasters so that I don't completely burn out. I am, however, thinking of jumping to the OG FF7 instead. And perhaps circle back to the Pixel versions. Kena is my current game. However, I only find out after the poll voting, thanks to everyone that voted, that it plays similar to a Souls-like, which isn't what I was looking for. It's okay though, it's a part of the game that has been really fun and I can go back and forth with it. ESO?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Probably won't mention this game for a while, however I'd like to mention that I've gotten arguably the second, if not most, grinded trophy. Master Angler, you're required to fish all over the continent with RNG going against you. Happy hunting in February, legends.
Yeah, very, very nice that, Stephen. Great month,
Nice.
and it's great to hear that you're enjoying Final Fantasy as well. Love that.
Yeah.
So we've got Mackay Phantom up next. So just one platinum this month. Too busy. All my choice in games are too long for my limited free time. We've got Genshin Impact. I've been playing this for years and I'm still enjoying it while looking forward to each story update. I finally decided to seriously tackle the Spiral Abyss and somehow completed it. Now that I have the trophy, I'll retire from the Spiral Abyss, one and done. Lol. Also working on Secret of Mana, just need to farm the final weapon orbs, armour, max out magic and complete the final dungeon. Very, very nice. Love that.
Then we have Marcus, 2 platinums this month, was hoping to make it 3 with GTA 5 plat, but didn't get it done in time. So Life is Strange, had this downloaded for a while now, never got around to it until it was leaving PS Plus. Wasn't sure how much I was going to like it at first, but ended up really enjoying it. Although I was a bit lost with the rewinding time at first, Shimmer never got to the other one before it left. Definitely want to play the others eventually, you definitely should. They are really good games. Mafia, this is definitely one of my top 3 plats I've ever done. Such a great game. Shout out to everyone that gave me tips on how to beat the race on Classic because it was starting to piss me off. That's it for this month. Hope everyone had a great start to the new year and looking forward to what's in store for February.
Fantastic, Marcus. Love that. So we've got Cinder 8's up next. I never know what I always say. Is it Cinder 8? We're just saying Cinder 8S. Just 1 plat this month on the 1st. I've had a new obsession though. I've been addicted to Balatro, so I've been kind of grinding for that platinum, and it's going to be a long grind. I would say I'd try to get it in February, but I don't think I'm going to get much gaming done as I'm having a baby in the coming weeks. Oh
congrats.
Wow. Congratulations, Cinder. That's unbelievable. Love to hear it. Love to hear it indeed. Fantastic.
You're jealous.
I'm very jealous. Very, very jealous. Can't wait.
So we have Hacks, 1st month back out of trophy retirement and 2 years of burnout. As you can see, a fair few platinums. Astro's Playing Room was DLC cleanups, so forget about that. So we've got Sly 3, not much to say. It's my 2nd time getting the platinum and my least favourite of the 4 games. Not really looking forward to doing the PS4 5 stack, but need that series completion. Black Ops 6, really good game, probably my favourite COD since Black Ops 3. Have about 100 hours played maybe or more and will continue to play even after platinum. The Patrick Star game, Goat Simulator with SpongeBob, open world, complete quests in a sandbox manner, easy.
Nice.
4 and 5 is Outlast Trials. I'm a huge fan of Outlast. This brings my series to full completion again. Probably one of the best multiplayer experiences available. The game is beyond 10 out of 10. Honorable mention, Black Ops 6. I couldn't decide if that was like, you know, like the Greek letter or 6. Black Ops 6 DLC and Modern Warfare 3 campaign.
You got it right, I love it. I was waiting for a warfare there.
Not Platinums as a DLC, but I did Black Ops 6. Really, it's throwing me off at 6. Black Ops 6 came for the PS5 DLC. I also completed the MW3 campaign and subsequent trophies. A Hat in Time, honestly mid. I'm a huge platformer fan. I've played so many. I didn't see the hype aside from the movement. Wouldn't recommend personally. Lego Lord of the Rings, alright again, quite mid. For a Vita game, I mean, it's okay. Half the content from the original on PS3 is removed. Levels of play and feels very empty. Indiana Jones, really happy we got one of the old games ported with trophies. I would have played the story anyway without trophies, but yeah, easy short game that's fairly fun if you like Indiana Jones just as much as me.
Nice.
Demon's Souls, my second Souls games. Originally I hated it as I played Elden Rings first and it was very plain in comparison. However, I sat down, slapped myself around the face a few times and locked in. I think the game is good, but for those that have played it, World 5 can die. Makes me want to play Bloodborne, which I'll do next month. Moving out to play with my girlfriend. We got the final world and it was removed from PS Plus whilst I was on holiday. Bought it for a £5, so at least I can do the PS4 stack at some point. I think it's as good as the first and highly recommend. Astrobot. I mean, it won Game of the Year for a reason. One of the greatest platformers ever made and the first platformer I enjoyed every level of. There's always that one level you'll hate, but not this game. It's impossible. It's perfect in every way. Ben 10 Galactic Racing. Decently fun kart racer. Needed to do it as I want to platinum most kart races. Would I recommend? Depends how much you like the Vita and racing, as it's mid.
No, solid month that Hacks. Yeah, very, very well done. And nice to see you back as well. Yeah, love it. So we've got Rich up next. So some awesome entries as always. This server's a beast with the completions. Just the 2 for me. So we've got Bloodborne. Loved it. Not much more I can say. Plays brilliantly still. Story went over my head, but I've spent many hours watching lore videos as Love the World. Had to get 100% whilst I remembered the buttons. Yeah, it's a nightmare when you go back to stuff years later to do a DLC and you're just like, oh my god, how do I play this thing? And then Jurassic World Evolution for your 86. So got very addicted to this on the Portal. Plays really well and loved building my parks. Nothing too challenging with the trophies as long as you're mindful of them when doing each island. Nice. Very, very good indeed, Rich. Love that. Would you like me to read Abs as well? Just because I know Hax's is quite long. I'm trying to make it even with both of our throats killing. So we've got Abs up next. Been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals and Balatro. It's so addictive. So Platinum, DC's Justice League, Cosmic Chaos, a cute game to kick off the year. Bendy and the Ink Machine, a very fun and interesting horror game. The art style and story are very cool. There were 2 trophies that gave me some trouble, but completely doable with practice and patience. Now I've got the Platinum on Acceptance, a grubby game with some substance in the story about grief. You've done Coffee Talk 2 as well, just as cosy as the first game. Coffin Dodgers, which is great. Do you know what Coffin Dodgers is? So you know, like your kart races, like Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, it's that, but with old age pensioners on on mobility scooters.
Wow.
So like you can get beside them and hit them with the cane to knock them off, and you get like power ups and there's a Grim Reaper chasing, like Death's chasing them as well. So you've got to be quick. But yeah, it's quite fun. It's only a couple of hours, but yeah, kart race with nothing really special to say. It was a chill afternoon. Platinum. And then the Platinum on Marvel Rivals. What a gem of a game. Quite pleased I got this Platinum. I don't usually play online multiplayer due to toxic players and luck skill based online trophies, but I started playing with some friends casually and really enjoyed the game. And as I started playing, here we go, it's coming. As I started playing with some friends, we'll try that again.
As I started playing, I realised.
Oh, my chest is killing. Oh, casually and really enjoyed the game, and as I started playing I realised the Platinum is very attainable with practice and some luck. The Captain America and Black Panther trophies gave me the most trouble. It is a game I will continue to play casually and in competitive mode with friends. Awesome. So you've done Man of Medan, nice, another clean-up done, multiple playthroughs, bugged collectibles equals Nightmare Platinum. Got the 100% on Collat. Gameplay wise, a walking simulator with a random enemy encounter mechanic. Story wise, it is a fascinating insight into real life. The Dyatlov incident. Hopefully I've not butchered that. If you've never heard of it, it was an event in the 50s where hikers went missing and were eventually found dead with mysterious injuries. It was unsolved until very recently, but was rife with conspiracy varying from aliens, Russians and cannibalism, narrated by Sean Bean. Very interesting, I like that. Platinum, Spider-Man Edge of Time, a 9-year clean-up. This game is pretty expensive now, but saw it in CEX, I thought why not? The web challenges can be frustrating, but easy with practice. The hardest part of the game for me was fighting Black Cat. Thanks for reading, happy hunting.
Nice. Another new one.
Yeah, he's just joined us.
Tonga 2?
Well, it was just Tonga, and then I'm not sure
Tonga?
what
We'll go with Tonga. Let us know. So this one's platinum list for me.
Oh dear.
See, we're doing it for you. We're fighting through the illnesses for a video.
I couldn't have put it off. Everyone has been like, yeah, it's more excuses, but genuinely we've been really struggling.
So this month's platinum list for me, 5 easy platinums like My Name is Nioh, not relevant nor deserve to be posted, but this is a plat. But it is a plat, sorry. So then we've got Terraria. I loved Terraria. What a game it is. 10 out of 10 if you enjoy a long adventure game. What a game it is. I've just realised what that means.
What a game.
EFC 25, very hard game to plat because it's skill dependent and a rage bait game. Overall, it's a 4 out of 10 game, but it's scripted and rage bait. Uno, not a plat, but 100%. It's a 7 out of 10 game. Can't be Uno, but it just get boring. And lastly, Cat Quest, 8 out of 10 game. Only thing that puts me off the RNG on armour for the trophy. Apart from that, would be a 9 out of 10. Just got repetitive near the end.
Love Cat Quest. No, very good, and welcome to the server, Tonga. Is that Arsenal?
Yeah, looks like
I take it back.
Jeffrey.
I'm joking. Great result though, beat Man City 5-1 today. I was kind of hoping that Man City would have
We're not talking about football.
A favour. Oh. So we've got Bellasaurus up next. Started the year with some amazing games. Got the 100% and the Platinum on Cyberpunk 2077. And then the Platinum on Ghost of Tsushima. Also completed the Iki Island DLC. So I'm assuming that just leaves some Legends Mode stuff. Maybe the New Game Plus. Very, very well done.
Nice.
Love that.
See, Crow's easy.
Nice and
The
easy.
picture's a crow.
Yeah, so we can recognise that. I love it. Crow in a business suit.
And it does say crow there. No plats to report, being primarily a DLC clean-up month for me. Finished up the long dark.
Yeah.
And somehow managed to be the first achiever. Looking forward to seeing what everyone has achieved this month.
Yeah, very nice. Crow,
Lovely.
first achiever. Love it. The absolute goat. Very well done. So yeah, we've got Dazafet up next. So similar to Platinum Ginger at the beginning, Dazafet's also doing YouTube, so absolutely go and check him out. You giggling it?
Check him out.
Check him out. Check him out. I had a very active month thanks to starting my Ultimate Trophy Hunters Challenge. 8 new Platinums and a few 100% games. So Abzu 100%, no plat, very chilled out. I like Abzu. Kind of like what I'm playing at the minute without all the engineering parts to it. You're just a diver and yeah, it's pretty good. Firewatch 100%, no plat game, nice easy walking sim. Vampire Survivors 100% completed after finishing up all the DLC on this very fun and addictive game. Dark Souls 3 250th milestone platinum, phenomenal Souls game. We've got Deep Ones platinum, fun retro game based on the ZX Spectrum graphics style. I love it. Big Drunk Satanic Massacre platinum, and a very fun game with a lot of sexual humour.
Oh, I would have got that from BDSM.
Yeah, BDSM, I love it. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, platinum on PS5, romantic visual novel with a really shocking horror twist to it. Blind playthrough is a must. Also PS4 stack completed with 1 trophy left to pop, the Platinum Valentine's Day for my challenge. Nice. Donut County, platinum on the North America stack, extremely fun game where you play as a hole in the ground and have to swallow everything up. Songbird Symphony, platinum on a fun little rhythm based 2D platformer. Flipping Death, platinum, hidden gem of a PS4 game with a gorgeous art style and extremely funny set of characters. Jurassic Pinball platinum, it's pinball with dinosaurs, not much else to say about it. That actually sounds amazing. Stories Untold, 100% non-platinum game, very unique and enjoyable game. And then we've got some games with work in progress. So Aliens Fireteam Elite, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on the PS3 and PS4, cleaning up the Zombies DLCs, and The Wolf Among Us on the Vita. Very, very nice.
Lovely.
I love that. Very, very good. And welcome to the server, dude.
And then we are on to Woolly. So like Woolly Mammoth, Woolly Hat.
Who knows?
Trials Fusion, work in progress. Even though 3 trophies are remaining, there are only 2. Doing a daily trophy streak and saved 1 for tomorrow. But I still have the 120 challenge to do, so I don't see it as even half complete. Dead Island 2, plat 1 for this month. Just working through New Game Plus now as all DLC is complete and such a fun game. Co-op. COD AW. What's AW?
Advanced Warfare. Right here, babe.
I can see it now. Both of these were platted before this month, but this is a slight bit of clean up this month, working through the DLCs. COD Modern Warfare 2. Part 2 for this month. Cleaned up the core, the coop. After getting the campaign done. Cleaned it up after getting the campaign done last month. Have the zombies to clean up for both Modern
Yes, we got to do it.
Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 6. But not too worried, as this will be done in the future.
You might just have to start saying MW3.
Do
you know the worst thing about Trials Fusion? It's a 10 out of 10 difficulty, 90 hours, and it doesn't even have a platinum trophy. It's just 100%. So fair play for going for that, because that stinks. Why do you not get a platinum? But yeah, very well done, Wooly. Love that. We're just taking turns at dying here. So we've got Exotic Shooter up next. Firstly, I just want to say that I hope everyone in the server has had a great new year. You've all smashed it as usual and started the year with a bang. I set my target to aim for 3 platinums a month with an hour to spare, and just about managed 3 for the month. So a great start for me. So Platinum 70 Astro's Playroom. I really enjoyed my time with this game, going around looking at all the Easter eggs and reminding me of games I'd forgotten about. I'm surprised I left it so long to play it. Definitely looking forward to getting round to Astrobot. All the jokes I've made to people about like Astro's Playroom's got to be your first.
It doesn't blow up.
Yeah, and I'm the one with the broken PlayStation.
Yeah, but it's not because it blew up, it's because I pulled a part off it.
Well, no, it was overheating before.
Oh, that's true,
so
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of come back to bite me in the arse, hasn't it? You okay there, my darling? You good? No. The show must go on. So we've got Platinum 71 Crash Team Racing. Really impressed with myself for this one, considering I have skill issues. It goes to show that perseverance, dedication, and owning a stress ball really does pay off. Glad to add this beauty to my Crash collection. Hopefully get Crash 4 and Rumble added to this year. And then coming up next, we've got Platinum 72 Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. Awesome. Another game I really enjoyed my time with, mainly because I played it with my closest friend. However, he finished it before me due to being very lucky, finding a chubby early on, and it took me a few days farming. What the hell? Left it very close to add this to my January plats. Very, very nice. Love that. Looking forward to seeing what everyone else has accomplished this month. Happy hunting, legends. Yeah, very nice. Especially this Crash Team Racing one, because even though I love driving games and I consider it to be one of the genres I'm probably best at, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
It is an 8 out of 10. It is difficult, but I maybe just need to, when I get back to doing it, just focus on only that and not play other games in between. I'll get there. Very nice. Or let the confusion
Right,
commence.
so this is Rushy, isn't it?
This is actually Rushy, yeah.
The colours give you away, FYI. We just spoke about it, didn't we, before it? Why, guys? Why?
They've even changed their picture as
I
well. Like,
know.
it's crazy. They love each other.
So AC Mirage wanted to do this since the release, with all the talk of Ubi taking it back to basics, and I finished it feeling underwhelmed. The game isn't bad, but it just wasn't quite how I expected it to be. I think the best AC there has been for a while, and hope the new one builds on this to revive the series. Coincident this pops the same day as Void and Ninja got it. Coincidences. Skull and Bones.
Skulls and Bones.
I don't want to be too harsh, as I know it's Ninja's favourite game. I'll start by saying some of these trophies are complete bull and probably made the game feel worse than it is. The game looks really good, to give Ubi some credit, but the gameplay is so dull and repetitive, gets boring within a few hours. They could have done so much more with this, but were too lazy to. Considering it's a game with ships and pirates, AC4 came out on PS3 and PS4 launch, was a lot better ship gameplay. I was so happy to delete it, put it that way.
Quadruple A game.
Quadruple A game, they must be taking the mick. 8. No, 13. Wow.
Yeah, it's an X, darling.
Roman numerals. Really enjoyed this game, a lot of combat and stealth sections, and not often you see a sort of spy type game. Yeah, some parts are a bit janky, but overall really fun experience, and can't knock it at all. Thanks to Void for letting me know about this game too. Lonesome Cleanup DLC was on sale, so picked it up to grab that sweet 100%, nothing difficult, few challenges and miscellaneous. Rabbids Party, saw we needed a party game and I knew this was short. Honestly, it was a pretty fun little game. It was recently added to Plus. If anyone needs a party game for Full House, I'd recommend this one. Resident Evil 3, done this to finish the Full House card, and honestly can't say I was too keen. It has everything in it I normally enjoy, but for some reason it just didn't click with me. I don't think I would play another entry in the series, as I didn't enjoy it that much and can't really see what the hype around the series is about. Uno Cleanup, huge shout out to Abby on this one. Got her to join in for the boost and she didn't enjoy getting smacked each game. For me to get the trophies, but she's the reason I got it cleaned up. Sports Friends Backlog. This is a short game that happens when you're mates with Aiden. Bit of nothing game, to be honest. We were here expedition. Done this with my King Ninja. The game is brilliant, but the experience with him made it amazing. Also, the tower puzzle can't screw itself.
I'm certainly angry about that one.
Spider-Man 2, got this for Christmas from my sister and got to say, really fun game. Enjoyed this a lot, however some of the boss fights in my opinion are a bit long, and I would also say, which I've seen others agree with, is that the first game was slightly better, but I think it says a lot when this is a solid must-play game. I wish devs would stop putting New Game Plus trophies in though, offer New Game Plus without trophies and forcing you to do another playthrough. Out of Space, fun little couch co-op I done with Abby. Your two cleaners, going through a spaceship, essentially cleaning all the aliens and goo and placing batteries to win the level. Not a lot to it, but it was a fun little game.
Sounds fun, actually.
COD Black Ops 6, I absolutely love this game. The franchise has been poor for years, and there was a lot of hype when this was announced and seeing all the trailers, and it didn't disappoint. The Black Ops series never misses, and this brought back what COD should be. The zombies was fun apart from the augment grind. The SP?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done Black Ops 6, so I'm not sure.
So the SP was really good. The MP was good, other than the map design.
Single player.
There you go.
I was thinking, was it kind of, you know, you've got like XP in games, or you might have, it like a leveling up related acronym? But yeah, it's just, I've realised when you've got to the multiplayer bit.
I have nothing bad to say about this, and I'll obviously carry on playing it. Saints Row Get Out of Hell cleanup. Huge thanks to Marcus for doing the co-op on this with me. The game is fun but too short. You're done with the story and all the challenges well before the 20 hours you need to be in hell for, which in the last trophy you needed. Mindless, fun though, and another cleanup done this year already.
Wow, smashing, my word.
Coffee Talk 2. Played the first one last month, really enjoyed it, and with this being on Plus and me needing a more chill game, I thought, why not? This is such a brilliant game. Good story and a few extra bits added that wasn't on the first game, and they've made it longer than the first one as well. I'll put my barista apron on away until next time. Child of Light, played it to complete one of the Full House squares. If I'm honest, the game wasn't really my sort of thing, but had a nice art style to which I probably carried the game in a lot of people's opinions. I couldn't do it.
Which is that?
Child of Light.
Oh, is that the one you... Oh, yeah, you tried, of course. Yeah, I remember you trying it.
It was just... Nah, it wasn't for me.
Not for you, eh?
Minecraft, love that they keep releasing DLC, meaning I can never delete the game. Cleaned up the DLC trophy on both stacks. My goodness!
Rushy, man, touch grass.
It sounds so offensive. Where was it? Taxi Chaos backlog. Picked this up in the sale as it looked a lot of fun and it didn't disappoint. As you can tell from the name, it's a Crazy Taxi clone, which I enjoyed a lot back on the PSP. Yes, I had collectibles and a couple of annoying trophies, but it was a good time and I'd recommend for the few quid and it goes on sale for. Valiant Hearts, always heard good things about this game, so played this one as it's on Plus. It's got a good story, and sad as it may be, I'll definitely pick up the other one on sale to play as well. Kitten Squad backlog, had this installed for a while and decided I needed something shorter. It's basically a dungeon crawler where you are a cat. Pretty fun game, was definitely needed as a fun chilled game where you don't have to think about much. If you maximise your runs, you can get done it pretty quick too.
Oh my word.
Keeps on going.
Dear me, Rushy, this is insane.
He's getting worse than what's his clogs? Who doesn't shut up?
It's funny, I know you're on about. Joshua.
South Park Snow Day backlog. The South Park games are known for being funny and enjoyable to play, and this is the opposite. It's repetitive, dull and buggy. I was unlucky and got hit with the buggy trophy, as when the challenge pops in the game, trophies pop. My challenge popped but not correctly, so I wasted an extra 3 hours on this game. I'd avoid this like the plague. Stanley Parable, obviously this was in the extra lineup this month, and I don't know a lot about this, but seen a lot of positive stuff and curious about it, so jumped in. I've got to say I can see why people enjoy it. The narrator is really funny and the game was fun. Only annoying bit was a trophy for playing a whole Tuesday. The rest is pretty simple. Spirit of the North backlog. I think this game was the first ever digital PS5 game I bought, and they left in my backlog for 4 or 5 years. The game was actually a really good little title, playing as a fox going through the mountains and caves, solving puzzles and removing evil plague areas. Scribblenauts Showdown, another couch co-op with Abby. She saw this in the sale and it looked like fun, to be honest. It was a lot of fun. The grind, however, for stars was not fun at all, as you do unlock everything in the game and there are so many mini games to do. Monster Energy Supercross, picked this up pretty cheap, and I fancied a racer, but also something different I haven't done before. I'm not really into bikes, but this was quite a fun game. I'd definitely do another one at some point and recommend to anyone who enjoys races. Before I feel like I'm saying it's done, triple check. Told you. There was I knew there'd be a little bit more. 15 plats and 100%, including cleaning ups. I feel it's a pretty solid month, given I'm also in the office 2 days a week. Glad me and Ninja decided to push each other this month and to have a good start cleaning our backlogs.
That's insane. Do you know what? For someone who doesn't like video games, that's a lot of video games. That's crazy, but no, jokes aside, very, very well done. Love that, Rushy. Right, so we've got Void up next. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and looks like you all killed it this month. Only 3 platinums for me this month due to work and Bellatrix stealing all of my free time. So we've got Assassin's Creed Mirage. Pretty solid game, more of a throwback to the older style of Assassin's Creed without all the RPG, 200-hour map collectathon we've endured over recent years. Got the plot on New Year's Day, the same day as Ninja and Rushy. What a coincidence. Love that. Fury is a boss rush game that tested my sanity. It's extremely hard and made me want to put my head through the wall. Luckily, after stepping away and some perseverance, everything started to click into place and I was rewarded with one of the more satisfying action games I've played and my rarest platinum on the list. Persona 3 Reload. If you love JRPGs, play this game. It's an all-timer and I cannot recommend highly enough. The remake has a lot of quality of life improvements over the port we received last year, and it's just the superior version. So if you want to play Persona 3, this is the one. The story is phenomenal, the setting is great, the characters are well written and engaging, and without spoiling it, even though I knew it was coming, damn, that ending still got me. Hopefully his work settles down, we'll have more to post about next month. Good hunting all. Very well done, Void, love that.
We've got Catlord. Not much to say this month. Enjoyed every game I played a lot. So Astro's Playroom, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Resident Evil Village, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 and Marvel Rivals.
That's very solid. Again, nice. Obviously Catlord had recently come back on the last one, done Splasher. Then we've got these. So absolutely killing it at the moment, dude. Love that. So Stephen up next. So 1 platinum, 3 DLC cleanups to start the year. Not a bad start as I wanted 2025 to be a cleanup year. Elder Souls, my 1 platinum this month. A challenging boss rush style game. Only 9 bosses, but the plat requires you to beat them, no damage. This is where the 8 out of 10 comes from. I enjoyed the game though. Astro's Playroom DLC cleanup, number 1. Everything's already been said of this game and now it's got a full-fledged sequel. I just had to go back to get the 4 bots they released leading up to the sequel. Tabletop Racing World Tour DLC cleanup. If you like the base game, the DLC is great. You get 2 new tracks, 2 new modes, 1 championship and 13 special events. Not sure why you don't get any new cars. The new events were my favourite and nothing was overly challenging. A nice 8+ year cleanup. Awesome, love that. And then Bioshock DLC cleanup. Finally went and did the challenge rooms. Wish the DLC was story related as the game's story is iconic. Still nice to explore the world some more with small challenges and combat. 6+ year cleanup here. Everyone had an amazing month as usual. Nice. Love that. Very, very well done, Stephen. Some solid stuff in there.
So Ninja.
Do you want me to do this one? Because Ninja's going to have a proper waffle like Rushy as well. And I feel like you know, after reading Rushy's novel. So we've got Ninja up next. Yeah, this is confusing. I'll see if I can battle my way through it without making mistakes. So been a busy month. Had to keep the pressure on Rushy and stop him from slacking off. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Didn't get on with this game at all. To begin with, the combat is terrible and the story was kind of weak, but my opinion on the game did improve a bit towards the end through some massive coincidence. I just so happened to get the plot on the same day as Rushy and Void. I was supposed to send Mirage down to Craig as well, so he could have done it with them. So I do apologise about that, Craig. But he's got Deadpool, so you know, one game at a time. One game at a time. Saints Row PS5, really enjoyed this. Whilst it does miss the spark of the old games, it was still an enjoyable time. Don't understand where all the hate comes from, to be honest. Absolute blast to play. The characters were nowhere near as bad as everyone made out, and the story was decent enough, though it is a little disappointing in places. Shout out to Void for helping me with the co-op trophy. So We Were Here Expeditions, the friendship. Teamed up with my King Rushy for this one. Thanks for guiding me home after my drug-induced hallucination trip. Also to echo what he said, duck the tail puzzle. Yeah, duck that thing. We'll have to play the We Were Here games. Okay. I've got all of them, and I think I've done the first 2. Played them previously, so we'll maybe have to do them together because I think they're right up your street. It's one of them where you're in 2 separate places, and you can't escape the room that you're in without me giving clues.
Is that not what you played with Craig?
No, I did it with Rob. And we've got the other game.
Sorry, Craig. My assumption was just you're his boyfriend.
Yeah, so we've got them. We'll have to get them on your list because It's going to be different because we're in the same room, but we'll just have to try not to look
Yeah.
at each other's TV to get the actual fun, because it's hilarious trying to explain what you can see
I remember.
for me to get out. Yeah, it's good fun. We'll do them. So Fog's up next. So I had a bit of a disaster to my plans part way into the month and had to replan some stuff. We Were Here was part of that, and then my friend found this game for me that met my needs, so we ended up doing it together. The only thing I could think whilst playing it was, WTF is this game? You play as a double-ended dog. You and your friend control one head each and have to work together to solve a bunch of puzzles to get through each level. Me and my friends spent the whole time calling each other ducking idiots and arguing, but we had a good time. Love that. Sam and Max saved the world. The Australian Open started, so my playing time became severely limited for 2 weeks. Started working on this as it's a simple point and click game that I could work on whilst watching the tennis, since it didn't require much attention. One of LucasArts' classics that still holds up today. Lego Movie the video game, again, needed something that I could work on during the tennis, so I started this up. Turns out it's a lot shorter than I remember, as I ended up completing it in a single sitting. Wow. Quiplash, 100%, needed a party game for a full house square and was still under tennis conditions, so returned to the trusty Jackbox series and got this standalone release done. Tiebreak on the PS5, what better way to accompany the tennis than with a tennis game? Finally went back to finish this one off. Big Ant did a good job with this one again. If you're after a good tennis game, then this should be on your radar. Rocket League, no idea what you're on about, didn't happen. I'm going to assume it's a grub. Crystal Defenders, 100% on the PS3. Wifey's Weebury came in handy for once. Was struggling for options for the spin-off game Full House Square, and she suggested this one to me. A tower defense game set in the FF universe. Wasn't too bad. Thankfully didn't have any of the weeb garbage the main series does. Short and simple and could be done during the tennis. It's not weeby. Final Fantasy is not weeby in the slightest. It just isn't. Come on.
No.
I look at Final Fantasy 16, it's like Game of Thrones. Would you consider Game of Thrones to be weeby? And I'll have no jokes about massive swords and obscenely over-gelled spiky hair. Okay, so Minecraft PS4, Rushy was pulling away in the 100% count, so grabbed the one trophy from the latest update.
Sorry about this squeaky chair, if anyone can hear, by the way.
Yeah,
it's not my fault.
Yeah, Becky's on my old chair. And
it's very uncomfortable.
I'm glad I've got the new one though, because everyone used to think I was farting in the chat when I was on that one.
Oh, because you were. All the time.
It's definitely the chair, 100%. Yeah, so Nightmare from the Deep 3, Davy Jones. Nice. A nice and simple point and click game, the third and final installment in the series, so it's nice to have the trilogy completed. Again, just something simple to do during the tennis. It's nice to see another tennis fan. I like that. I don't think many people talk about it anymore, especially since...
What, are you saying you're a tennis fan?
Did you not know that?
I mean, I've been with you for 2 years and you've never wanted to watch the tennis.
Well, this is...
So,
no,
you're not a tennis fan.
No, but this is going on to the point I made, like, since the Nadal, Federer, Djokovic, and even Murray, we'll put Murray in there, since that, it has dipped a little bit. You've got Alcaraz and people now, but it's not quite the same, and I don't think people watch it as much. So it's nice to know it's probably after F1 and the football, it's my next sport, that and snooker. But yeah, it's just, I feel like the quality's dipped a little bit. Like a lot of sports, not as good anymore. They all peaked in the noughties and the 2010s, I would say. Yeah, enough about tennis. South Park Snow Day. Went in with low expectations and was still disappointed. While this game is poo. Good idea but terrible execution. The story is very weak. Gameplay is boring and repetitive and the game is buggy. Avoid it at all costs. Only thing that kept me sane whilst finishing this off was seeing Yannick Sinner win his 3rd Grand Slam. Interesting. And that shows how much I haven't watched tennis for a while, because I don't know who that is.
Yannick.
Yeah, it'll be Yannick, won't it? Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. In contrast to the previous game, this one was excellent. Had an absolute blast with this one, with hating on Ubi seemingly the trend at the moment. This game has kind of flown under the radar a bit. Most people seem to have written it off as more Ubi slop. But it really is a great game. Doesn't overstay its welcome. Gameplay is fun and engaging. You constantly get new abilities throughout to help keep things fresh. If the game caught your interest at all, then I fully recommend giving it a chance. Very nice. Valiant Hearts, 100% great sequel to a great game. I really love the charm and character of the first game, and this one is more of the same. Short and sweet experience that was a joy to play. So we've got Ape Escape. Hated this at first as the controls are garbage, and it was really annoying to swipe down with the baton and the baton and stun the aim. Swap to the net and do the exact same swipe in the exact same spot, only for your guy to swing the net in a completely different direction. Read that once you get used to the controls, they aren't so bad though, and that proved to be true. Bless you. Once I'd gotten used to them, it wasn't as frustrating to deal with, and I started to enjoy the game more. Though the ability to rewind via the emulator did help to relieve some of the frustrations. Crazy. 2064 read-only memories, an indie point-and-click set in the same universe as Valhalla. You're trying to help a robot solve a missing persons case, and your adventure takes you to various places and has you meeting all sorts of weird and wonderful characters. Mafia 1 remake, Platinum 500, blimey, a monumental milestone in my eyes. I remember thinking I'd never reach 100, now I'm here with 500. Since it's a big milestone, I needed an appropriate game for the occasion, so what better choice than the second best game ever made. It didn't do The Last of Us. The only stack I'd left to do was the Japanese stack, and since you can't get 18 rated games on the PSN store without a Japan bank card attached to your account, I had to find a physical copy. It cost me a small fortune to get it, but it was fully worth it. Everything about this game is amazing. I could sing its praises all day long. Finished up with 14 plats and 4 100%. Not a bad start to the year, especially for a trophy retiree. Been a ton of fun pushing Rushy all month long, trying to outdo one another. Love the battle, and it's set him up nicely for a 100 plat year. Looking forward to seeing it from you, King.
Very nice.
Yeah, both of you have absolutely killed it, and well done to both of you for kind of pushing each other along and encouraging each other. It's really, really good.
And then we're on to Mortal Kombat. So I'm back, been a while. I've also become a member again. Got 2 big plats done in January. It's been a good month.
Yeah, he's signed back up to channel membership, so
nice.
I do appreciate that, Thomas. Thank you so much.
So we've got Monster Hunter World, Iceborne. What an amazing game this was. I was a bit scared to start it because of my 100% obsession, but it was an awesome experience. It became incredibly grindy because of the crowns, but I never really got tired of the game. It took me around 517 hours for both of the plats though. Can't wait for Wilds.
Wow.
1 month left. That is insane.
This is why I've stopped. I've got Monster Hunter World on my list, but the crowns, I just can't get them. And I've probably played over 100 hours now, and I'm just like, do I really want to do another 100 hours just to maybe get no crowns? Yeah, a bit frustrating.
Immortals Phoenix Rising. I still think it should be called Phoenix. Got the platinum before I started Monster Hunter, but waited with the DLC. Pretty good game. Love the art style and characters. All the puzzles got a bit tiresome eventually, though. You thought that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had to do a puzzle for everything. I was pretty happy when I was finished it off. Hoa. Amazing little game with beautiful art style and music. Very short and easy, but highly recommend. Reminded me of Gree a bit.
Is it Gree? Is it Grace? I actually don't know. I've never heard it ever said. I don't know.
Technically in French it would be Gree.
Is it
That's
French?
why I said it like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know is the answer to that question.
Yeah.
Pirate Warriors 4. I love One Piece, and this game was pretty fun. It's a Dynasty Warriors type game. You can just turn your brain off and knock around hundreds of enemies at once. Pretty cool. That's it. See you next month. Amazing pots by all. Lovely.
Yeah, very well done, Thomas. Solid month, and nice to see you back, buddy. So we've got Marie up next. Only 3 smaller plats, as I've been mostly working on the last Monster Hunter World Iceborne crowns, and nearly got it finished too, as I've only got 1 more left. Well, this month then. Already got over 100 more hours than the user above me. Why am I so unlucky? The plucky squire. Things happened that soured my experience. My tip is to follow a guide right from the start, as cleaning things up is annoying as hell in this game. Overall, pretty boring game too. They've tried implementing a lot of different gimmicks, but the core gameplay kind of just fell flat for me. Story wasn't that exciting either, but unique game for sure. I think probably the only person I've heard speak like that about it. We're really looking forward to giving it a try, aren't we? So that'll be coming very soon.
Yeah.
We were hoping to finish Gotham Knights first, but you know, it doesn't take long. I think, yeah, the guide says 9 hours, so we could probably fly through it.
Yeah.
So we've got Coffee Talk. I agree with everyone else on here that did these games. Cozy and chill, enjoyed the stories. And then Coffee Talk 2. Hibiscus and Butterfly. Same as the first, but longer and more variety in terms of drinks you can make. Very good. Are you going to do the second one as well?
We'll see. Yeah.
Similar rarity as well, so it's probably just
yeah.
same kind of thing. Yeah, very good, Marie. Love that.
And then we have Elsie Gatsu. My first month getting back into trophy hunting after around a year hiatus.
It's nice to see a few people just like hacks and obviously and Mortar Compa as well.
Yeah.
Elsie Gatsu as well, like coming back after. Yeah, like it.
Suicide Squad was dull, but I love Deathstroke, so I had to play it. Kind of funny that What the Dub is my third rarest platinum and it's just a dumb party game. Signalist may be my favourite horror game I've ever played and I recommend it to any survival horror fan. Welcome to Hanwell is a decent but heavily flawed horror game. Was pretty fun though. Welcome back. Nice start.
Welcome. Yeah, love that.
Very nice.
See, I'm thinking about doing Suicide Squad as well. Like, it got absolutely annihilated and it's now stopped being supported as well. Just hasn't done very well. And then Bossman's playing it at work and there's certain bosses when you're fighting like Superman and the Flash and stuff, things are happening too quickly for him to sort of understand it. So he's asked me to jump in and just do it for him. And it's very different to like Gotham Knights. It actually runs smoothly, but it plays really nice and it's super fun. The bits of the story I caught seemed quite good, so I didn't really get the hate. But like a lot of games, I haven't played it at release. I don't know if it was different then, but it seemed pretty good. And I like my superhero stuff, so I'll maybe give it a try. So we've got Bartek up next. Hey Trophy family, we're starting our next trophy year with hopefully lots of motivation. Anyways, I'm hyped as of right now and can't wait to game more. Wasn't as good as last year, but still decent considering I wasn't fully focused the whole month. Had my final exams and some birthday parties. Nice. Anyways, here we are with my month. So Marvel Rivals. First of the year, with lots of New Year's energy, I started my year. Really easy to boost and actually a really good game. Rivals over Overwatch. James won't be happy. Zombie Army Trilogy. Oh my god, this game is just perfect. I loved both Zombie Army games. Zombie Army 4 was better though, still a very easy plat. Recommended to anyone, or to everyone rather, that did already do Zombie Army 4, you have to plat it. So 192 Wukong, grubby platformer game for the full house card challenge. Terrible game and one trophy can be annoying. Got Goodbye Deponia. That's the third game of the best point and click series of all time. Hopefully next month I can finish the last game and end of the journey with Rufus. Anna's Quest, another perfect game from the same studio that did Deponia. They did so many good games, especially Gollum. Aidan loves it. And then 100% on the Death Note DLC. So just a quick clean up of the two games. Of course with my boost crew. Smite 2 is almost done as well. Around 4 wins left to do.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice that Bartek. Very, very good indeed.
Do you want to do it?
Oh, go on then, seeing as though it's my boyfriend. Here he is. So we've got Craig up next. Happy February, folks. What's going on? Apparently this is being recorded on the 2nd of February. Maybe pigs might actually fly. Maybe. So, double submission for me, as I was absent for January's monthly. I was a bit busy with real life. Before we start...
Psst. This is January's monthly.
What do you mean?
This is January's monthly.
Yeah, I know.
He said he was absent for January's. This is January's.
Ah. Now I'm with you. Lack of sleep, brain not braining. Yeah, I did say at the end of the last one, for those of you who've seen it, that...
No, I'm just saying, he said he was absent for January's. This is January. He isn't absent, he's here.
So yeah, we're going to do a double one for... Craig loves a double one.
Right, go on, there's a question for me.
So, before we start, a question for Becky. If people in the US smile, does that mean people in Europe... Sclerometer? Well... You're so silly.
This is why is a raven like a writing desk? Don't think there's ever an answer.
Who knows? I love it. Right, so In December, I was still extremely burnt out in December and was struggling to play anything until I decided to play something chill to ease me back in. That's what he said. Is that so? Not only did it...
Have you been saying that?
What?
You've been saying that...
Definitely not me.
Something chill to ease it back in again.
Why did you assume it was me? Because he said he's clearly cheating on me. I'm not happy about this, Craig. Not only did it cure my burnout, but I even went on to platinum it. However, I did the DLC last, so it sits in January submission. We've got Man of Medan, boats, and unforgettable characters that for some reason don't wear shoes despite walking around a rusty ship. I hope they got their tetanus jabs. Finally wrap this up after more playthroughs than it should have taken. Pro tip, don't attempt the easiest trophy thinking it will speed things up. It won't. You'll be playing the same part again anyway. So we've got Police Simulator, Patrols Officers, a game that appeals to the authoritative male fantasy, handing out fines for motoring infractions. a pretty chilly game. Which gets boring quickly. Guide said 20 hours, did it in under 10, so at least it didn't drag on. This game got me the New Year's Eve badge. Nice. So we've got January's now. Maquette, tricky puzzles, god awful music, pretty interesting concept with some tough speedrun trophies that can be bested by using a video guide. Saw on the New Year with Saw on the New Year. Okay, yeah. Oh, God's sake, guys. So it's making us look like we can't read. So in the new year and popped this for my New Year's Day badge. My final trophy was walking off a cliff, so that was nice.
That's what 2025 has already done to you.
I love it. Metro 2033, underground tunnels, spiders and such poorly voiced Russians, it's almost racist. If you think the Russian accents are bad, the Nazi accents are worse. They're speaking Russian too. This is the first of the series and I played it last. I enjoyed it for the most part, other than some insufferable young boy who needs a piggyback. He's up there with Daniel from Life is Strange 2 for most annoying little prick in a video game, but not quite as bad. And then we've got the Platinum 100% for Power Wash Sim. Say it with me, Jeff. Squirting all over the place. Proof right there that I don't sound like a Geordie. Because I would say squirting all over the place.
Yeah.
Not squirting all over that place. Squirting all over that place. I do love a good accent. I'll have to do a full review in Scouse or something one time.
No.
Why?
No. Scouse
accent's great. My Saviour, the game that got me out of a rut in December. Who doesn't love grabbing their hose and waving it around? Can't wait for the Wallace and Gromit DLC so I can grace a bald fella and his dog with the glorious bounty from my pipe.
You have a way with words. You have a way with words.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. I love it. I also got the plat for this on New Year's Eve, but cleaned up the DLC in January. This secured me the 5 plats in a week badge. Very nice. Borderlands 3, PS5 stack, guns. Second stack of this game, played with Void and Jay. Thanks for the good times, chaps. It's such a great co-op game with buttery smooth compared to its PS4 counterpart, even if its story's lacking. How can you not like a game with a gun called Penetrating Rod? Oh, fantastic. I love him. The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me, Idiot Filmmakers and Psychotic Murderer. Played the first game, jumped to the last. Luckily they don't follow on. Louise wanted to play it and in typical fashion, gave up before we even done the first playthrough. Don't let the last sentence speak of its quality. She's got about as much attention as a spaniel with ADHD. I actually really enjoyed this game, despite hearing it's not the best of the series, and was much more efficient getting the plat in 2 playthroughs with a partial run. 100% Minecraft. When will they stop adding DLC? Cleaned up the 1 DLC trophy they dropped. Took longer for me to download the game than it took to get the trophy. Yeah, with your internet. He's got a potato for a router. Just wire stuck in. And crazy. Yeah, he's changing provider because he can't even he's trying to finish off Anthem. And he can't even connect. Before people go, it'll be the EA servers. Genuinely the internet's struggling that much. Can't get on.
Not a bad selection. Sweetheart.
Yeah, not a bad selection of games. Finished considering I couldn't bring myself to pick up a controller at the start of December, and they've set me on the right path to start my 2025 goals. Also, I'm enjoying games again, which is great. Anyway, great first month to 2025. You've all absolutely smashed it as usual. Can't wait to see what you're all doing in February. Speak to you all soon. Much love. And there's that flying pig.
Do you know what? Can you see it? I'm just going to put it out there. I mean, I don't know how close I'm going to have to get to the screen. I hope that you can see that.
What is it?
Just putting it out there. Showing that it's the 2nd of February.
Oh, okay.
Proof!
Well, to be fair,
Proof!
I'm kind of hoping that when I clicked into Tomb Raider, the taskbar appears because it's a new
Yes.
window, so fingers crossed someone did see the date anyway.
I've just shown them too,
Yeah.
hopefully. if it was actually, if it's not in the screen, I apologise. Screen.
To be fair, as of speaking right now, it's nearly 10:20, so by
I'm
the
not playing any games.
by the time it gets edited and uploaded, it could be the 3rd. But we've done it on the 2nd. We've still done it on the 2nd. No, this is awesome. This Craig, very very well done.
The.
He's back.
Hello, fellow trophy hunters. January is a rough month for me. Not much time and too much work, but I'm going to unravel in the coming months. That's why I only did 100% for the last day of June. A very heartbreaking story telling us that sometimes we need to let go instead of trying to change the world by force, especially our loved ones. Can't wait to share with you with my 100% plat soon. No, my word, I'm going to try again. Can't wait to share my 100th plat soon. Only 2 trophies left for the plat, but going to tackle the DLC as well. Good luck everyone on the February grind.
Very very nice. There. So Laku up next. Nothing crazy this month, but I did manage to go so clean up once again. Did manage to go. Okay. 100% on Soma. Nice. We've got I'm shooting platinum for Horizon Forbidden West. Only need to do the new Game Plus trophies for the 100%, but I have no idea when I'll bother to do them. A little tip with this, obviously they're a bit of a go anyway, but if you haven't already, do Burning Shores. The extra 100 health that you get from the new increased level cap doing the DLC helped me loads in the new Game Plus, because the last boss, probably about a 6 out of 10. It's quite tricky, and just that extra health does make a huge difference. Murdered Soul Suspect, I should have hit this plat over 10 years ago, but the game glitched on me in a way that I couldn't progress through the story. Only took 10 plus years to give it another go. Then we've got the platinum and 100% on Back for Blood, very nice. Pretty fun and enjoyable experience. The DLC trophies were no joke though. We've got the 100% on Conan Exiles. Saw that the DLC with the trophies was on sale. Another cleanup done and dusted. And then Silent Hill 2 Remake, a must play for those that enjoy a great story and survival / action horror. Loved Silent Hill when I was a kid, scared the crap out of me. So yeah, I look forward to giving that a try.
Nice.
And then I think as this, no, we've got 2, haven't we? Of course, I was going to say we're finishing with Gen. But yeah, I remembered Hurricane got in right at the end.
So here's Jen. Can you just scroll down? There's no point in being up there. Disgusting month for me. 27 plats. Disgusting month. 27 plats. I feel like those sentences cannot go next to each other.
What?
27 plats on 100 but 95% of my games I played were grubs. There you go. For the 2 grubbiest badges of the server, I'm glad I don't need to touch those types of games anymore. Only decent plats I played in Jan. Secret of Mana. Played for badge progression, had some fun despite 2 RNG trophies that took hours and hours to grind for drops. Tomb Raider Legends, surprisingly fun remaster of a PS2 game. Was expecting janky gameplay, but the gameplay played very, very smoothly. Puzzles and collectibles were fun, just like the rebooted series. Looking forward to playing the new remastered bundles. Also, I much prefer this Lara over the reboot one. It seems more feisty. We Were Here. You basically have to help with each other solve, trying to escape, but you can't see the other screen. Reminds me of the old game show The Crystal Maze. Had lots of fun with some random pleb, and looking forward to do the rest of them in the series. Whiskey and Zombies, really simple and fun zombies survivor game. Takes just 2 hours if you follow a guide, but I highly recommend playing blind. You miss out on so much exploring. 11/11 Memories Retold. Story follows 2 men from the opposite side of the war. I'm not a fan of narrative games anymore, but this story was just very well done and hit me in the feels. Didn't clean up RE Village in time, or that would have been my favourite part of the month, but moving forward it would be quality over quantity. February will be wrapping up my beloved Full House event. Special thanks to Craig for running for such a fab event, and of course Tim for the assist. I might do a mini 2x2 Full House myself each month. It's so much fun. Happy hunting all. And then all the grubs.
Well, can't really see them. We're at that point where James gets his ASMR. He really enjoys it, doesn't he?
You're not being sensual enough.
Storm Boy. Boys Race. Bulldozer Simulator. Oh yeah. Yeah, some sweats on there, but like you say, you've got the badges now. See, this is the thing though, like, and one of the reasons I've dropped the badges, and it was around New Year's, I nearly got some grubs, I nearly bought some grubs so I could get the New Year's Eve badge, the New Year's Day badge, and I was thinking, nah, don't do it, and I don't want to fall down that rabbit hole again. So yeah, and we're finishing off with Hurricane. Hello, 9 platinums, 100% DLC cleanup. Geometric Sniper, interesting game, but a bit bland for my taste. Far Cry 4, one of the better DLCs I've played. The Last Campfire, good game, great storytelling, in my opinion. And we've got Jack 2. I want to like this game, but I just can't get past the camera angles.
I meant to ask you earlier, you said Jack X on somebody else's.
It is?
Jack 10, if that's 2.
No, so it's Jack X Combat Racing, I think, yeah. So they did Jack 1, 2 and 3, and then they've got like a kart racer type one.
Sorry, I thought I'd call you out there.
I thought you caught me out.
Sorry, carry on. Well done, Hurricane.
Yeah, absolutely smashed it. Let's have that one's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. That's what she said. Very, very good. Hurricane. Love that.
And you have a wonderful month too.
Yeah, you have a wonderful... I can't even speak. Brain not braining. Not enough sleep. Not feeling well. Late at night. But we've got there. We've done it. And we've got another month to relax.
And I'll just grow my wings and go fly, Craig.
Yeah. But no, it's been a fantastic one. It's great to see that after the crazy busy period, all the festivities, everyone's just got straight back on it. We've had new people join the server who are putting their months in, people returning who've had breaks and coming back and smashing it again, and finding that love for gaming and trophy hunting again, which is always good to see.
Yes.
But no, absolutely love it. Enjoyed it as always, even though we were dying along the way. So hopefully you've made it this far, and the coughing and...
Yes, we do apologise.
Becky's farting chair didn't put you off.
But we don't crop this stuff out because we just do it. It's natural. You don't edit any of it out.
Do you know what it is? Before we do leave, I'm not a huge fan of the videos where, so you can see they've gone through the video and in between everything they've said, where there's even a slight pause, or they may have coughed, or they've done something, it's all chopped out, and if you watch their face, you can see it. As they're talking, you can see the head changing, and it really, I can't not look at it, and it winds me up. I then stop looking at the content. But this is the whole point. We've always said it's more chilled out, like a podcast kind of thing. We just have a natural chat about it rather than it being, reading from. I was going to say reading from the screen, but that's literally what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like it's not a scripted thing, which I think it's better to be natural. It's good. You get to know the real us then, don't you? Because we're just people too. Well, hopefully you've liked it, and if you have, as always, I'd really appreciate you dropping a like, commenting on the video. As much as I love the comments coming through in the YouTube feedback in the server, I'd love it if you could do it on the videos as well, because it's the videos that really push the algorithm and things like that. So I'd really...
We're really pushing for that 1,000 subscribers. We really, really, really want to get there, and word of mouth is the best. So if you guys, the same as for the others that we've mentioned, every little thing helps. So if you've got friends that aren't in the server, that you could just go to them, just follow.
And it reaches,
just subscribe.
And I'm not gonna lie. We do want the 1K so we can put the adverts on, and then in turn it can generate some revenue, which will allow me to upgrade things a lot quicker and things. But it's not just that. It's not a myth to say when you get to 1,000, YouTube does favour you a lot more
Yes.
because it has an obligation for a certain amount of adverts to be played, so your videos do come up more, and it's then just going to reach more people that hopefully enjoy this kind of stuff. But yeah, enough of the waffling. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.